Hello guys, thank you for joining today. Just 1 minute because I want to check the voice and after that we can continue. Okay, so today we are gonna look at Euro USD, DXY, dollar index, gold and silver. So before going through all of that, just read the financial disclosure. This is not financial advice at all, so this is just my personal opinion. After that, we are going to look at as beginning the economic calendar for this week. We need to be very careful what is going to happen. However, we can see also other events that can be added during the week. So everything is possible because we have seen that. As we can see tomorrow, that is Monday, the economic calendar for the most part of the day is almost empty. The orange news are only soft news. The yellow one are softer as well. During Tuesday, we need to be careful because during European morning, the Swiss bank will come out for a speech. The chairman, Jordan, is going to speak. So that is going to impact the Swiss pairs mainly. Also during Tuesday, we need to focus on the retail sales. The retail sales, it comes with the consumption from the retail traders. So the higher the retail sales, the higher is the expectation for the euro to increase. However, considering that the prices are really high, the inflation is very high, I'm not expecting any big improvement on the retail sales. However, everything is possible. The market can speculate with the numbers as well. Also, if it is going to come a bit bigger than expected, because the forecast, the previous one, retail sales was minus 0.2%, and the second one, the consensus for the moment is minus 1.3%. However, none of the countries is recovering with the retail sales, so I'm not expecting anything big at all from the Eurozone. On Wednesday, we can see that we have the consumer price index, CPI data from China. Previously, it was 2.8, and now we can see that it is expected 2.5. However, what we need to be careful is that all the countries are suffering with the consumer price index. And if this is going to come bad, let's say, this is going to impact more Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar because they have a higher relationship with China. During Thursday morning, we don't have anything big as we can see. And during the US market opening, we are going to have the CPI data again for food and energy. It is classified with red, so it is expected to impact the market. However, you need to be careful. As long as we are talking about CPI data, don't focus on the numbers and see the green numbers, because the market, every time that it sees the green market, the green numbers, it reacts on the bullish side for USD. However, this time the numbers are working on the opposite side, so just be careful and stay out to trade this kind of news. Is very risky. And also on Thursday, we will have the governor of the Bank of Canada. So this is going to be important as well. However, I'm not expecting anything big at all. Only if they are going to share any surprise during this moment of time. The next one on Friday, and this is going to be very important, GDP product. This is preliminary figures. It is expected to come in negative overall. all the markets are suffering the GDP data. Many of them are also cutting down the forecast for the coming year and for this year. So I'm not expecting the GDP data to come very good. Probably they will come with negative. And also from Eurozone. So as we can see, overall it is a soft economic calendar for this week. I think that most of the things will be related with the technical perspective and with the market speculation that will come with FOMC and after FOMC. So the Michigan Consumer Index is the next one that is going to impact the market. As we can see, it is above 50, it is 59, it was 59.9. Consensus for this month is 59. So we can anticipate a positive feedback from the US front. As long as this index is above 50, most of the time it is interpreted as bullish sign. So let's see what is going to happen here. So now, sorry, it is better that we can go on with the other charts. Thank you so much for joining, to all of you. Just one moment. The next one that will begin right now is going to be DXY. Sorry. During the previous time before FOMC that we were looking at DXY, the dollar index, it was at this point, and we had also this structure. So the part that we are looking at for the support of DXY, it was this ABC pattern. I was expecting the price to come close to the top of the structure. However, also the reversal that happened close to this area was valid for this wave. Overall, as we can see, the pattern was contracting on the upper side and also on this part of the pattern. The main move that should happen for DXY for the moment, it should be the bearish movement. However, if we are going to look at the other waves, how the price was developed also during the previous time, we can see that price made the bearish movement, correction again, bearish move. So we can see that after every strong movement, we have a correction moment. Look at what happened here. The same situation should happen again also now. Also, the bullish wave created the same thing. It was a bigger picture. And this is what I'm actually expecting also here. Sorry. So my main scenario that I'm expecting also this time is that we may see a B wave correction that may happen and the price should continue down again. So during the market open and probably tomorrow, we may see the dollar index to pull back to create a bullish momentum on the USD. So we have to be careful from this part. And after that, we may see the price to move lower. However, if price is going to follow the bearish volume, it can happen that it can just keep moving lower, but most of the time it doesn't happen in that way. And we have to consider also that the bullish trend is very strong as well. On the daily chart, the bigger picture, as you can see, is very bullish for the dollar index, and it means that also the US dollar is very strong in all the currency pairs. But considering all of these up and downs, we may see the beginning of a potential reversal or deep correction during this period of time. So everything is possible and we need to focus on these movements. However, let's see. For dollar index, I don't see anything in particular right now where we need to focus. But if price is going to come down, the next support area that will be a crucial one is going to be close to 108. So this is the next zone. The first one is close to the trend line of the pattern, close to 109.2.3, doesn't matter. So this is going to be our potential reversal area, because we can see also any expansion of the pattern and it can continue developing this way. So we can never know that. What is important for us is only this piece of information here. Tomorrow we may see the correction before US dollar moves down again. So let's look at what is happening with Euro USD and what happened also from the previous analysis that we are going to look at this right now. Price is still within this channel. As we discussed also during the previous time, this was very important and also a critical zone. When ACB increased the interest rates again during this month, price reacted in advance by breaking out the pattern, the bigger picture. This was the pattern that all the websites and news agencies were looking at. I read it is in many websites. What price created is that we saw the bullish movement and after that the correction. So as long as everyone was focused on this, it means a lot that the market is going to pay close attention to this breakout right now. However, we are not sure what may happen. However, if you followed the previous live stream, it was expected in one of the scenarios that I shared that probably FOMC was going to increase the interest rates by 0.75% or 75 basis point. And on the other hand, they were going to increase also the interest rate projection for the coming year. However, they didn't increase the interest rate projection, but Powell said that they are going to increase it more if that is necessary for the economy. And that is why we saw this dump here, because that senior was very hawkish, let's say, for USD. It was very supportive for the US dollar. All of this created our ABC movement, that it was the second scenario if price was going to break this pattern, and price came a bit lower. So the reversal, I was expecting it a bit lower during the previous time. The reversal happened on this structure support, and it is moving up right now. However, don't jump in this trade. It is not ready at all to jump in Euro USD at this moment. The problem is that we may see any fast sell-off that can bring the price down again, or it can come close to the structure. But as long as I am actually expecting a potential pullback, a potential correction on DXY, probability is high that we may see any big corrective movement that may happen tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, probably on Tuesday, before the price will rise up again. So for the moment, as long as we don't have any important data, the price may be blocked within two areas. This is the resistance area and the support area that is below. So we can see also the sell-off for the price to come close to 0.9750, and it can bounce up during the week. So don't jump in this trade just only because euro is on the move right now. It is not on the move, it should pull back. There is no any strong reason why euro should rise for the moment. So just let's wait what is going to happen, because also on this piece of information that we have here, we have only a wave up. So during Friday, price rise with 200 pips, as you can see. On the other hand, during the previous month, the non-farm payroll data were approximately 360,000. This time they came above forecast that it was 200, but they were lower than the previous month, so they are slowing down overall. That is why we saw all of this bounce. However, FOMC, in my opinion, already know, because they are not data that are just released at the moment that we saw the data on Friday. They are data that are reported to FOMC in advance before the meeting. So this time they knew everything that happened. So that is why they supported during FOMC, and this is why the price bounced back again, because everything was priced in during the previous move. So let's see. In my opinion, I think that the price should rise, but you should expect for the price to create any channel before the next move up at this moment. For the time being, you don't have any trade at all. If you join the trade somewhere close to the bottom, in my opinion, you have two possibilities. The first one is that you should move the stops at break even for a risk-free trade and just leave the price to do the next move. It can come and it can close your position, or it can continue higher. And the next thing is that you can close partial positions, move the stop loss at break even, and let the price to move free of risk for the next move, because this is only the first part that is happening. After 200 pips movement that happened here, I don't see euro to keep rising at this moment, so it needs to take a pause. A minimum that can happen, we should see something similar like this small one here. This is a minimum movement, but this is also the next part that we may see as well. So let's see what is going to happen. For the moment, it is all stopped. I don't see this move right now as a good one to jump in this trade. So just let's focus on this correction. Let's wait for this move if this is going to come, because it will. The next one is gold. I want to look at gold after the next one will be gold, but after silver. There is a reason that I want to look at gold after silver. Look at what is happening right now with silver, sorry. As you can see, price was close to the bottom of the structure. On the weekly chart, I'm going to take this chart at this moment. And after the breakout that happened, price came very fast close to this area. So for the moment, we are looking at the price that is correcting again. Overall, this can be a movement that it can develop up and down for a long period of time. So we cannot anticipate this move at all. Just we need to wait what is happening. But on the other hand, we can see that price is actually stopped within two areas that we have here at this point. So let's see what we have on the lower time frames. On the lower time frames, we can see that price was at this zone. It was on October 5th, October 4th. Just one moment. Because there is a reason after this. And on the other time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that after the non-farm payroll data, price broke out. This was the bullish move that happened. The first support that was close to the lower part of the structure showed it to be very strong, and price broke out from 20, let's say. All of this was confirmed as a range movement, and price is moving up to test the October 4th. From this zone, considering that it was strong also during the previous time, we have to be careful, because price can move down and it can correct up to the bottom of this part here. Just one moment. These are our areas that I'm looking at here. But once the price is going to to bounce above 21.17, it may continue higher. So as you can see, this is a very critical zone right now. Overall, I am still looking at for a bullish movement. So even if price is going to correct, that it will come in line with DXY, it may continue moving higher. Sorry. So this is what may happen here. It is very critical zone close to the top of the structure because everything can happen. Price can develop also the same move. It can break out like it did here. It can create the same breakout and it can continue to rise more from this point. It can continue to increase value. So that is why we need to be careful with those moves. Both are very tricky. So let's go on the gold analysis right now. The reason that I'm going to analyze this as a second one is this part. During the previous analysis, the previous live stream that I did, it was the support area that I pointed out that this is going to be crucial for the trade. Price was going to break down in a stronger FOMC, but as we saw, price didn't break down. So our support area showed to be very strong and the price bounced up. So overall, the bullish scenarios are actually confirmed at this moment. I'm going to move on the 4-hour time frame, and this is very interesting right now. As you can see on this part on October 4th again, price was at this level. As you saw on silver, price is already at the top of the structure, but on the other hand, gold is not there yet. So we have only this breakout, and the probability now for gold is rising that we may see gold to increase value and it can move up to the top of the structure again. This is very possible considering that gold has a very high volume in trading. It can move faster sometimes than we expect. However, we have to be careful because of the speculations that we may see during the market open. We have seen gold to keep rising without stopping at all. Look at this movement. If we are going to take the same move, we can see that gold can do the same move also here. So the expectations that we may have is that probably we may see any type like these corrections that happened here. These are corrections are very small in time, in price. These are not beautiful corrections, are very ugly overall. If we are going to look at here, look at how small is this correction. So it doesn't make sense at all as a pattern. However, this is a fast correction with low volume and the price just increased more at this moment. So this is what we have to look at here. So just wait for any small pullback. If you are in the trade from the bottom, just move the stop loss to break even, in my opinion. If you want, you can take partial profits again in order to close some profits and let the price rise more. The first important zone for taking profits will be the first structure. This is going to be crucial and important in my opinion, close to 1720, and the other areas are going to be important but not more important than the one that the price is going to face close to 1700. So let's see, breakout is happening, structure is invalidated at this point, so we can see only any small correction. However, be careful, it's not the time to jump in this trade only because we have this breakout. It doesn't mean anything at all. We have seen the price to create many false breakouts during this period of time because it can come also here in this way. And everything is happening due to high speculation and manipulation in the market. So just let's see, but this is showing for the bullish continuation movement. Also from the old scenario that I shared before FOMC, price is developing very well for the moment. So all the chances are that the price may keep rising at this moment. One of the guys is asking, any idea for gold? Will it retrace back to 1,640? 640? I don't know. Everything can happen. It is a bit deep pullback. But if this is going to follow the scenario that I was looking at, that I shared also before, it can develop in this way, like a 1, 2, 3, 100 and 1,004 and 640 is a bit deep pullback in my opinion. I don't know if that is going to happen right now. It's very risky as a scenario, but it can happen, so we can rule out those possibilities. However, I don't see that coming, considering that this wave is very strong, is very bullish wave. But we may see also something similar. If this is going to happen, it can be possible. Just one moment. If this is going to do something like this correction, because we can never anticipate everything with details. So it can come close to 1,650 probably. Exists a chance also for that. So hope you guys enjoyed this market update and in-depth analysis for all of these financial instruments. Please don't forget to press the like button and don't forget to subscribe on my channels. Thank you very much for joining today. Bye bye.